Hello guys, and welcome back to another Stellaris episode. This is my Treck collective of systems. Now, this is a different Let's Play than I've done in the past. It's going to be running next to my Galactic Republic Let's Play. And, oh, I didn't know that was a female. But either way, basically, this is the Treck collective of systems. I think I'm gonna change the collective of systems though, because they're really individualist. So I think let's just go government and ethics maybe. Yeah. Empire name. The Treck Empire. Imperium. Yeah, so it's going to be called the Treck Empire and the Treck Imperium. Save that. So now they're all saved up. And I'm also going to change the FTL method to warp travel. I was just doing that to experiment around on hyperspace travel. Alright, and now save. And done. Alright, so we're playing as them. Let's actually go back so we can see. They are a plutocratic oligarchy, so that basically that's plus 5% energy and plus 5% minerals, less mining station cost. They are fanatic spiritualists, which gives minus 30% ethics divergence and minus 15% growth time. So this is really good, especially if you get private colony ships, because then you basically have no chance of getting divergent ethics. And then also for individualist, I get another plus 5% energy credits, plus 10% migration attraction, and plus minus 20% policy happiness impact. They are on Savannah worlds, because I wanted to try out one of the newer worlds. So now, let's play. We're going to do, obviously, a huge system. It's going to be a elliptical. Mainly because I like the layout of that best. I think it looks the best and it runs the best. Advanced AI starts, let's go with 2. Max Fallen Empires will be none. That was an issue in my last playthrough. I'm still going to be doing my last playthrough. It's just I wanted to give everyone a look into the Heinlein patch update. AI aggressiveness, I'll just keep that normal. Difficulty normal. Allow any FTL methods. Clustered starts, I guess I'll leave that on. Advanced neighbors, let's turn that off. We don't want them near us. Endgame crises, yeah, we'll keep those on and we will play. So we're starting up here. Basically, this is another idea I got from a post. I can't remember if it's on Reddit or where it was at, but basically they're very, very strong in terms of energy credits and minerals. They're pretty overpowered as a combined species because there's just so much that you can do with it. So I can see that we've got a good world right here. I'm going to get my assigned ship on that, tell it to survey, and then survey. Going to start some researches. Fusion power, definitely. Definitely colony ships, and correct assembly yards. If I cough a little bit, guys, that's just because allergies are flaring up a bit. Also, I think I should mention some of the new updates in the Heinlein patch in case some of you don't know. You can set rally points as your fleets, and these are pretty powerful right here. Basically, you just set up, you click on here, click this, that sets it up as a rally point, and all your ships will move there. So I'm going to unhook this as being one, because I don't want my ships to travel there, I want them to travel to this. So basically you can have continuous troops coming in to supplement your forces as they get injured or whatever might happen. Let's just send them out here to look around some of the nearby planets, see where the other Savannah world is, because you usually start with at least 2 additional worlds within or close by you. So let's start that off. I think something they also changed was the fact that on surface you now have like, you can get 2 extra tiles plus 2. So you can see that here, last playthrough where I did this individual, I didn't do it as a let's play. I had 2 right here, but this one has 4. So this is even bigger, 20 planet. So it used to be only 16, I think. So obviously you can see here the ethics divergence minus 27.8. So if we were to get private colony ships, we could basically spam those out for 175 energy credits. And there's no chance of there ever being any, pretty much there's virtually no chance of getting anything other than individualist, fanatic, spiritualist, and then thrifty, industrious, and everything else. But this right here, actually, I think I should mention too. Thrifty is plus 15 energy credits and plus 15 minerals for industrious, plus another additional 5 energy credits for individualist, and overall that's a pretty strong buff, especially when combining that with the government traits. Also, how up there too? Oh, no, it took me into the system. Alright, just let that do its thing. I believe the system's set to random, so it could really be anything. Yeah, it is. Because I like keeping the system random on this one. For the human playthrough, at least, I keep it as soul, because that's the most realistic in my opinion. But other than that, oh, yep, there it is right there. So then we'll send our shine ship down to here and survey. And hopefully within that time we'll get 64 months, so yeah, hopefully within that time we'll get it. So, this is going to be different from my human Let's Play in the sense that in my human Let's Play, it's more of a militaristic, not very friendly empire. These guys are going to be more so friendly, but they're going to be sort of in the middle. Like, they're going to go for what's best for them, but ultimately they're going to try to be nice to everyone. So they're sort of in the middle of xenophiles and xenophobes. So we might form an alliance of some sort. When I was playing individual, I was as well, but it just became a pain because it drew me into wars, and it really isn't suited to how I play my game usually. Alright, so we've encountered alpha aliens in Weirtham. Of course. Yeah, so basically same report you generally get when you come across alien spaceships of some sort. Click on here, let's see what it is. Could this actually be a, this is definitely, it could be, I know there's an event where it's just like complete drones here, but I'm not sure because I've never seen it myself. So that should be fine. Fleet is set to passive, so it won't go after it or anything. So that's good. One thing I should note is that I feel like the newly added worlds have very low spawn counts. You'll rarely find Savannah or I can't remember what the new one is, but you'll never find any of the new ones in like plentiful numbers. Unlike my other playthroughs that I've done, where I found literally 20 planets that I can colonize within, say, this section of the galaxy. So, I mean, it's a lot rarer, I think. And that might just be that they didn't plan on this, I don't think. It might have just been something that happened and they weren't even aware of it. But either way, that just adds to the challenge a little bit. Build a research station. It is engineering, not society, but because I would prefer society at this point in time, so I can get out my colony ships as fast as possible. But that's okay. This is building up right here. We can build a mine on that. Yep. Yeah. So, yeah, minus 42. Minus 42. I think the lowest I had in my empire was plus 28, and that's because of the distance, and it was a freshly made colony, so it didn't have like a nice planetary administration, which prevents it from having a lot of ethics divergence. So basically, could go either way. So, I don't think, I mean, they could be clustered right here. I'm trying to figure out how that one spawn in clusters works. And it seemed like when I clicked it last time, there was a lot of people right in my general area. So I don't know if that will happen again, or I'm not sure exactly how it works yet, but I'm pretty sure that might be Tropical World 25. I'm not sure those are exactly... No, they aren't. Commendable Initiative. Of course we want to take that. Nice and easy to do. We just have to survey colonizable worlds, or worlds that have some sort of life on them. The structures on Zinix are not as old as we first believed. It seems to be a playground or amusement park of some sort. Science Officer Zier notes that many of the contraptions are highly complex creations that we can learn much from, and that to the builder's alien's eyes, this might have been a cutting-edge sensor array or even a gigantic art installation. Alright, so we get 90 society research and 120 engineering research. Nice. Leaders gained a level, and you're careful. Good. That's actually pretty good, because that means he's going to be able to do a lot more anomaly research without you having to worry about him. Let's see here. So what I think I'm going to do in this playthrough is, in the last playthrough, I didn't modify my species at all, at least not intentionally. Actually, I'm talking about my individual playthrough here, but I didn't do that because then I'd have to give them rights and they got mad because they were technically a different species. But what I'll do in this one is that I'll actually edit their preferred worlds. And that'll be everything that I'll edit, and I'm pretty sure that doesn't change it. Like, it doesn't make it a different species. It just makes it a different tab. But, obviously I'll just have to try to see that out. And of course I will have to give out, like, technically Xeno leadership, even though I think if it's a subspecies of your own species, it should be counted as not being a Xeno, but that's just my opinion. Hope maybe they'll fix it, maybe they won't. Because I don't think that should be something that you know, affects necessarily the you know, like your people's happiness, especially if you modified them. As a government, it should be, well, they are allowed to have leadership, they're still human, that sort of thing. Okay, anomaly, yep, you're researching it. Complete. Alright, good, so this pop just needs to finish growing. And they also have minus 15% growing rate because of being fanatic individualist, or fanatic spiritualists. Minus 10. Yeah, plus 10. Planet border. Okay. Oh, I think that planet border extrusion is... That's new. I definitely think that's new. Alright. Hopefully we're moving along on our research here. 23 months remaining. We are speeding up a bit because I think that was 63 before. Oh yeah, that might be because of the... No, it's not. Weird. While approaching Daxus, the Treck Empire, I think that's how it's spelled, or said, not exactly the easiest naming convention, but suddenly received a glancing hit by several passing mass driver rounds. Projectiles were spilling as usual. So basically these are just rounds coming in from a different galaxy. We get engineering research from it. Good. That always freaks me out a little bit when I read it at first, because I think that my fleet's or that my science ship has been destroyed, but then obviously, you know, they haven't been. Just the way they worded it. Move them here, 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 and here, and then here, and then here. There we go. So we're sending off our fleet to go look around, see if we can find anyone. Hopefully there's no one nearby, but if there is, we'll conquer. Oh, this is new. This is part of the Infinity Spear thing. Basically, it gives it tons of stuff. I don't even know how to explain it, but this is pretty cool that we've actually found it this early on. So interesting, obviously. Wow. We have found beings far surpassing anything encountered in our Empire's spacefaring history, life capable of growing to an unprecedented scale, rivaling moons in size and mass. Nothing could have prepared us for this. This day will forever mark a turning point in the story of the Treck Empire. Let's just hope that we survive long enough to tell it. Oh, it's a Leviathan. So it seems like we're hitting everything right now. We've gotten Leviathans, Death Star Spear. We've got everything popping up all. And this didn't happen in my last playthrough, so I must have just not have it spawn near me. We are but motes of dust. Interesting. Where did we find that, though? Because all there's the Infinity Machine, so I don't know where we saw that. Unless it was here? No. I don't know where that's from, but apparently we've seen it somewhere. That's a little freaky, because I'm not really sure how the Leviathans work, and I definitely don't feel like taking them on this early on. Research that, obviously. Let's see. Yep, that's complete. Good. We've got system being fully surveyed. You should come on back down here. Just have it go around and see if there's anything in these systems colonizable to us, because I want to expand out my borders faster than I grow my area internally. Interesting. Gamma aliens. They are, yep, I think the spawning in is definitely means it's near me. And they are just about as powerful as me too, so there's nothing really to yeah, there would be nothing to win from a war. But that does confirm my thoughts that basically, oh cool, it does confirm my thoughts that these gamma aliens are a result of my choice to have cluster spawning on. So I guess if you're playing the Heinlein patch, if you don't want them to spawn in mass clusters near you, you have to select off, because otherwise you get boxed in like this. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to get boxed in again by tons of empires, but this time I'm not going to make the mistake of allying with all of them. I'm going to turn them against each other, hopefully, and then I'll finish them off. After I'm, done taking over one, I'll turn them against the other. I'll turn against them, because the cluster spawning does really cut you off unless you take them over. So there's nothing I can really do. Nothing. Yeah, this is exactly what I'm talking about. There's no Savannah worlds at all. So I'm pretty sure that is a just the fact that maybe it's a glitch in the code. Maybe they didn't make the percentage that they spawn the same or something. Maybe there's one here? Nope. So basically, kind of stuck right now. I did have the United Nations of Earth spawn in last time I played, though. Not in my playthrough itself, but there was they basically spawned to my right, and they were friendly, but they just didn't like my war policy, so they wouldn't let me into their little alliance. But I was able to get an alliance, like, benefactor, I think it's called, or alliance, basically you're just allowed to, have the benefits of being in the alliance in a technical sense, but they won't, or a federation in a technical sense, because they, like, sort of like a friendly pact, I guess, between an alliance, or between a federation and an individual, but they wouldn't let me into the actual alliance. So that was kind of frustrating, because I did technically set all of them up to be friends, and then here they are not letting me into it. So it became a little bit irritating, but there was nothing I could do. So, and I was fine with it, so, I mean, it wasn't that big of a deal. 4 stars, and he's only 30. He's going to be pretty good. Plus 10% energy credits. That's what's keeping us afloat right now. Minus 10% building cost. So yeah, this guy is a pretty good starter leader. I think my original one was better, but this is still pretty good. So, I don't know. I think that's going to be it for today's episode, guys. There is a empire up here. We don't know who they are yet. Hopefully we will find out in the next episode if they research it, or maybe we'll be able to research it, but I want to get out my colony ships first. Don't feel like having them rush colony ships and block me in, when I can block them in. Alpine worlds, that's what they're called. Alpine world, and continental world. So I'm pretty sure that these guys are Alpine then, because there is 2 right next to them, and that's usually how it works out. Yeah, this is an Alpine world right here. So it's definitely an Alpine world. So we won't be conflicting for actual planets, but they might conflict in terms of borders. But guys, that is it for today's episode. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Really just help out the channel. Let me know if you want to see this series more, or if you want me to finish off my original series first, or if you want to see them run both side by side. But just let me know in the description down below. Once again, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It lets me know that you like what you're seeing. Basically tells me to continue the series. So, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys next time.